Hello, Blue Jays fans. Hope everybody's doing safe out there. If you haven't hit that subscriber button yet, please do so. In fact, we do subscriber trivia giveaways, and we have one going on right now. If you haven't entered and it's before December 23rd, make sure you go and check out that trivia vlog after this one and enter to win. So today I thought we could talk about the elephant in the room for the Major League offseason, the guy with the huge contract who they want to move, and that's nobody else than Nolan Arenado. Now, a little bit about Nolan, if you don't know, he is a superstar, but had an off year in 2020, really hampered by his left shoulder injury, but I think he's going to bounce back fine. However, in 2020, his numbers were an average of 253, 8 home runs, and a 1.6 WAR, and certainly a dip in his production if you look at his 2019 numbers, which was an amazing average of 315, 41 dingers, and a crazy 6.7 WAR. 2018, just as good in my opinion, an average of 297, 38 home runs, and a 5.9 WAR. This is somebody you want on your team. He can definitely hit, and he can field. He's an 8-time consecutive Gold Glove winner. So I think the real question for him is whether or not that left shoulder injury is going to hamper his ability to play third base on a long-term basis. Now, when looking at players that are going to get traded that have huge contracts or have a potential to get a huge return, you could compare him to Francisco Lindor, I guess. The only difference there with Lindor, if you're making a trade for him, you know you're going to get him just for one season, and then you're going to have to aggressively negotiate with him with all the other teams in the free agency for next season. That's not necessarily the case with Nolan Arenado, though. He could opt out after next season, so you could trade a ton of prospects for 1 year, or you could stick around, ride out that huge contract that pays him an annual value of $32.5 million until the end of 2026. Now, that could be a good thing if he returns to his value, if he gives you that production, or now you're sitting with a contract there that could hamper your ability to make moves or maneuvers, especially if you're a team on a limited budget moving forward. Now, what are the teams that have been interested in on him? Well, the Blue Jays have sniffed around. I've heard that rumor. I'm not interested in that. A potential return to get Nolan Arenado, you're easily looking at Jordan Groshans, Alejandro Kirk, and maybe even Simeon Woods Richardson. All those 3 prospects gone for maybe 1 year. Not interested. And I've said that about Francisco Lindor as well in one of my previous vlogs. Another team that could be in on him are the Mets, and that's the rumors really circling around right now. But I don't see that happening. Well, maybe we do, but it's not going to be Robinson Cano that's going to the Rockies' way. He's got a huge contract, and I think the Rockies are looking to cut and actually reduce their salary and get those prospects in return. And I think you could actually hear an additional rumor move forward once they get rid of Nolan Arenado, and that's possibly them trading Trevor Story and getting a return on that and doing a complete rebuild. So if the Mets do get Nolan Arenado, it's not Cano going that way. And then finally, you got the Dodgers, who actually make the most sense, but I think Colorado is just really resistant to trading to somebody, in that division, somebody so close that they have to compete with. But they could definitely see the Dodgers sending Gavin Lux over to Colorado's way, and they're going to get that return that they want, and they're not going to have to take on any major contracts. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Do I see Nolan Arenado getting traded before the season starts? Probably not. I think they're going to wait it out and see what type of production, how that relationship builds with the Rockies into next season. And if he does get moved, it's going to be around the All-Star break, as opposed to Francisco Lindor, who's definitely going to get moved before the season starts. Thanks for listening to me ramble today. I hope everybody stays safe out there. Hit that subscribe button. We'll talk soon.